The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it, and we are back at it. It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Mostly Steve on that side of the microphone, and a little bit of Tom on this side. You know, I went to another one of those car cruises that was in Chittenango. Beautiful place in Chittenango, and a lot of great high-end cars. I was really impressed, and tents and
how much fun is that
people.
for you?
It was
you
great.
really love that, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. You know, some of them.
Right.
And we're finding, you know, the Chittenango just seems to draw a bunch of great people. And then, of course, we went and ate at one of my favorite Italian restaurants, which is Nina's in Chittenango. It's
Never
like,
been there.
I gotta try that
it's
out.
hidden. Oh my gosh,
I have to try that out.
You won't believe it.
Okay,
You literally you'll put the food in your mouth, and each bite you'll say, I don't believe this. Wow, this is really incredible.
What did you eat?
I had the fish, broiled fish, but it was made Italian style. There was a name to it. I can't remember the name right now because I failed the mocha test, so I'm cognitively impaired. But I can't remember. But it had mushrooms, and it had Kalamata olives, and little cherry tomatoes.
You're
all
making
cut
me
up.
hungry.
Beautiful with a cream sauce. Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, everything they have over at Nina's is just outstanding.
So now we're entering the don't eat that. Don't eat that segment.
Well, we were talking about
Fish are good for fish.
So
has
talk to us,
omega
Dr.
fish
3s.
oils. Yeah, and I take my vitamin D and my cod liver oil every day, and I'm still in pain. But explain to us.
Well,
you know,
talking
what it
about
does.
oils, since we're talking about oils, seed oils tend to
terrible,
have more omega-6s, which are inflammatory, versus the fish oil has more omega-3s, or the olive oil or the avocado oil.
Right.
So seed oils tend to be more inflammatory and more prone to flaring up your joints and your arthritis.
Is it cause and effect, like bang, I have it and then it hurts, or is this a long build-up kind of a thing?
Some people,
It could build up, yeah.
To even backtrack further, we do a genetic-based diet. So when people say, what should I eat, what should I not eat? Everybody knows, don't eat refined sugar.
Right,
Okay?
yeah.
Whether you do
You're
it
not
or
supposed
not.
to eat refined sugar?
Yeah, whether you do it or not.
Right.
You know, fried foods, right?
Sure.
People know that. So that's easy. But like, then how do you know? And a lot of it is trial and error, the way diets work nowadays. And it just takes forever. So why not figure it out right away? So we do a simple cheek swab. It comes back with a genetic-based report. And then we know, based on your genetics, what the best foods are for you to decrease inflammation in your body. Real foods, not like a meal plan or not like tons of supplements and stuff like that. And so that is how we get really specific. Now, there are generalities like not eating the seed oils. And some people, when then they work with our health coach who specializes in nutrition, like they get the report back, and it has a 32-page report, and it says like what percentage of carbs, proteins, and fats are best for you.
How does it vary? So Tom's versus
Totally.
mine, or is it
Completely.
like, of course we should eat more fruits and
No,
vegetables?
it varies.
It's very.
Most people don't realize they should actually eat more good oils. That's the one thing I think that most people
Yeah.
don't
and
realize.
that shows up, or,
It does show
or
up.
is it genetic that shows up? What shows
No,
up?
it shows up on the genetics what the best percentages of
Got it.
those macronutrients are. But the micronutrients are more like the vitamins and the minerals and and even what form, some liquid forms, et cetera. And then even the type of exercise, like you said you were a sprinter. Well, your genetics will show whether you are a sprinter or not. Now, interestingly, even if your genetics show one thing, you don't always express that. So genetics is kind of your potential. Epigenetics is what you express. So I'm supposed to not like bitter foods, but I like dark chocolate and coffee. So you don't always express exactly the genetics, but it's a great start. I'd say it's a probably 80-20. So we know 80% at least of what you should eat or not eat, just based on your genetic
Is this
report.
part of the
Day of
clarity,
clarity,
or is this a different thing?
Well, it's not part of the clarity. It's part of getting people better. And some people do want to just do the diet part of it. But we can figure out a lot just from your genetics. And regarding the seed oils, it's also how they're prepared. a lot of them are prepared using chemicals and things like that cause inflammation. But my point is, when the coach works with you, we'll eliminate a lot of things, and then we'll add things slowly in to see what people tolerate or not. Some people, as soon as you add the seed oils in, their joints hurt literally like that day or the next day. So it can be that profound.
Let's just clarify who we're talking to, too.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, Dr. Marc Pietropaoli. He is the owner of Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement. The name of the book is?
Repair, not replace.
Okay, and you can get that on Amazon. All right.
Yeah, we just ran into a friend over at the diner eating foods we weren't supposed to eat, Tom. Angela, I think, and he had just read your book. He had some insights on it.
Well, I thank you for advising him to read it, and he read it immediately. And he has bad knees, and he absolutely 100% doesn't want surgery. He's had your traditional treatments at the VA. Thank you for your service, Angelo. He's in the Marines, and he didn't really get much relief even with surgery, arthroscopic surgery, cortisone shots, physical therapy, etc. So sometimes we call that the cycle of insanity, going through all the traditional treatments and taking months and months and years and not really knowing underlying what's wrong. I mean, he's been told he has quote-unquote arthritis, but that's a very generic term. And even when someone has arthritis where the cartilage is wearing down, a lot of times there's a problem in the bone underneath it, which is causing the pain. Or there might be some other issue. It might be a back issue or a hip issue that's causing quote-unquote knee pain. So that's why we do that full comprehensive diagnostic, clarity day where we figure out what's wrong first before we can decide what to do.
Do you see many people with psoriatic arthritis? Because that's curious to me that you have a skin problem and arthritis.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of people with that, but I do see more with rheumatoid arthritis. But psoriatic arthritis, gout, lupus, these are all autoimmune. Well, gout isn't necessarily, but they're autoimmune diseases where your body kind of attacks itself. So psoriasis is one of those things. Now, surprisingly, diet can help. Not surprisingly, I should say. Diet and exercise, and so staying hydrated, not eating the refined sugars, not eating the seed oils, exercising to keep your muscles strong, and believe it or not, enough hydration too. Usually a half of ounce to an ounce of water per pound of body weight. Ask your doctor. I'm not, ask your doctor if that's okay, because some people have.
You can't drink too much water. Is that fair?
You can.
You can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can,
absolutely.
and then your electrolytes get low, and you can have a problem. So that's why.
Is Gatorade a good thing or something like that?
No.
Usually not unless you've
I'll
been.
say it.
Yeah, not unless you've been exercising for over, over an hour. Usually, you don't need some type of electrolyte drink if you haven't been exercising for over an hour. There are some exceptions to that, and then sleep. I mean, that is when our bodies repair ourselves for the most part, and having that 8 hours of sleep is just as important as your diet.
So we mentioned the day of clarity. We said what it wasn't, but what is it? Explain that, because I think if somebody didn't catch that before, I'm grasping what it is. It's pretty important.
Clarity day is where we figure out exactly what's wrong with somebody, and we'll set aside 4 or 5 hours, and we will get all your old records. We'll review them. Like Angelo has a lot of old records. He's been treated. Well, it's nice to know what's been going on. We'll interview the person even before they come in, so we have all their stuff in the chart. We'll spend an hour with them, interviewing them, doing a full physical exam. We'll do an ultrasound where we can watch the body move live. We'll do a special MRI to check for the bone underneath. We'll do X-rays. We'll do a total body evaluation, because a lot of people who have knee pain, it's actually their back or their hip or their ankle. So we're going to evaluate your whole body, head to toe, and then we're going to sit down with you, figure out what your dreams and your goals are. We want you to have a spouse or a partner or a loved one. And then if you qualify, we'll come up with 3 options for you. If you don't qualify, we won't throw you to the wind. We will find you someone who can help you.
So maybe you don't need a knee replacement.
Correct.
A lot of times you've told me the stories, and I know just our friend Chip Hodgkins, he's been on he was in here.
Thank you, Chip.
Giving an endorsement, which is amazing.
Appreciate that.
And he went through it. So victoryinmotion.com. You can certainly go to the website or give them a call, 685-7544, 685-7544. Dr. Marc Pietropaoli, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.